Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third day of my discussion of Christmas. And today we're going to talk about A Very Minty Christmas. Now, A Very Minty Christmas is a really good movie. And you're probably wondering, well, is it a Scrooge movie? Well, no. It is a movie about a somewhat clumsy pony by the name of Minty. That's right, it's a My Little Pony movie, and despite what most people say, I know Doctor Who's has talked about it in a great length. When Dr. Wolf, has talked in great lengths. I know a few people have said they don't like the movie. I'm the norm, okay? I mean, it's not bad. It's good, and I think that if you guys ever get a chance to watch it, it's worth watching. So, what's it about? So, why is it called A Very Minty Christmas? Well, obviously, Minty is the main focus of the movie. It is a few days before Christmas, and the boys are getting ready to basically decorate for Christmas. And the and Pinkie Pie is the head of the committee. And well, when the movie begins after a really great song called "That's What I Love About Christmas," we see them basically talking about what they're gonna make for Christmas. It's called the Here Comes Christmas Candy Cane. And obviously, they decide to. And there's a funny scene at the beginning with Sweetberry. She's trying to, untangle the lights, and she's having a hard time. And trust me when I say, I get it. I know how it is, because untangling lights is a pain in the butt. So they help her out, and then then she sees that they're trying to decide on the flavor of the candy cane. And they decide on pink and mint. Pinky mint. So they decided to go ahead and take it out. And then we see, and as soon as they get out there, we see our main character, Minty, who's stepping on everybody's toes. And bumping into everybody. They bring the Here Goes Christmas candy cane out, put it on top of the tree, and then, of course, see. Then, of course, they all go inside, except for Minty, who sees it's a little bit off. By the way, there's also a funny scene before this part where she sees a snowman without a carrot nose, and she goes, "How can you smell without a nose?" And she kind of pushes it in, and then this is in. She always wants everything to be perfect, okay? And she kind of tilts it to the left, and it falls. The snowman's head falls over. Anyway, back to where we were. So she decides to call out for her friends. They don't answer. So she decides to fly up there by herself. And not knowing how to fly a balloon, she thinks he could ask Santa for basically flying lessons. And as this is happening, so she starts pushing the Here Comes Christmas candy cane because obviously she thinks it's off. But then she pushes it too far and almost drops on the ground. And then she catches it just in time before it falls. and then puts it back up. But then it kind of tilts again. And then as this is going on, everybody's, get ready for decorating. And then she gets back out to the scene, and she goes up to it, pushes it, and it falls and breaks. And, well, now there's a whole Here Comes Christmas Candy Cane, which makes Minty kind of worry that Santa's not going to come. So, she goes in, tells Pinkie Pie, tries to tell Pinkie Pie what happened, and Pinkie Pie just tells her everything will be okay. We'll have a great Christmas. And she obviously gets distraught and says, if we even have a Christmas. And she goes home, and obviously she's, really upset that she broke the Here Comes Christmas candy cane. And then she decides that she's going to basically make everybody, she's going to be Santa Claus and give everybody socks. And this brings another great song called Nothing Says Christmas Like a Pair of Socks. This movie's full of great songs, by the way. And so she goes up to every house and gives everybody socks. But when she gets to Pinkie Pie's house, she wakes her up and she's like, why are you here? What happened to real Santa Claus? She goes, broken. And then she confesses to Pinkie Pie she broke the Here Comes Christmas candy cane. And I really, really like the ponies here because they really don't get stern with her. I mean, Pinkie Pie kind of does, but see that her friend's really sorry she broke the Christmas candy cane, and she knows it was an accident, which obviously it was, and she decides to tell her to go away, but of course not go away, like move out of Ponyville. She wants her to go see Santa Claus to see if he can fix it. And so she does, but Pinkie Pie forgets to tell her that she doesn't want her to go alone, obviously. So she goes to the balloons, and then she sees Whistle, a Pegasi who does not like clouds. Don't ask me why. She's scared of clouds. She just doesn't like clouds. And she goes, you want me to go with you? Like, up in the clouds with you? And then she's like, I got to do this on my own. And then Pinkie Pie tells her, you shouldn't be going by, I said you needed to go by yourself. And she tells Whistle to go with her. But she also tells her, be careful, there's all those clouds up there. And as she's going, she accidentally knocks over the tree. And everybody's like, is that Santa? Is that Santa? And, of course, Pinkie Pie tells everybody that Minty accidentally broke the Here Comes Christmas candy cane, and she's going to the North Pole to fix everything. And they decided they'll go and help them. But, of course, she also tells them that Whistle with her. And so they go out, and we cut to the scene where Minty and Whistle are, where Minty's basically out on the balloon, and she's lost. I mean, completely lost. And she's what? Whistle, runs into her, and she goes, and she helps her, and And then we cut to them all flying in balloons, and then they cut back to them. They're in a terrible storm, and before they can even turn back, the balloon pops. And they're hanging from the edge. But thankfully, the friends come up and help them, basically get down. And then they get to see it. She made it to Sally's workshop. But it's obviously too late because he's already gone. But her friends tell her that they bought her that. Actually, one of her Pixar friends, I don't remember her name, but she tells her that she bought them to the best place, most wonderful place ever. And she goes, yeah, the North Pole is pretty cool. And she tells him, no, your heart. And then they go home to the most wonderful song, The Magic of Christmas. And when they go back home, guess what? The tree is back up. The Here Comes Christmas candy cane is completely fixed. And there's a note. And guess what? Santa Claus has taken Minty's idea, and asked her if he can use it from now on. So everything is good, and they sing. Then one more song comes up, Very Minty Christmas, which is a very good song. And then the movie ends with her basically trying to fix her stocking. And they go, Minty! And the movie, I'm telling you, if you guys have not seen A Very Minty Christmas, it's on every year on Discovery Family. It's really good. And I'm telling you, I would not be lying to you. Now, if you guys don't like it, that's okay. I myself do. And I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth a watch. It has a great message. And I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Next time, we're going to talk about a Johnny Bravo Christmas. I'm telling you, if you like Dexter versus Santa Claus, this one's funny. It's great. It's downright funny. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys in a few minutes with this third day of Zelda's Advent Calendar.